Okay.
But the arguments were so like there's reasons that I find TikTok questionable, but none of them seem to have been brought up by Congress. It was stuff like does TikTok access the camera and then track your eyeballs?
Yeah.
And the representative is like, yes, for our sunglasses app, so we know where your eyes are. And the congressman's like, why do you need to know where our eyes are? And another one is TikTok access the home Wi-Fi, and it's like, and I'm like every other app that uses Wi-Fi,
Maybe
probably,
if you let it, yeah.
but no, they're like that's
Okay.
it's just it. It was like, why couldn't they get a tech representative to talk? Why did they put this guy up here who didn't know how anything worked?
Hmm. All right. Well,
Anyway,
i
sorry, I had to
i
vent.
I know. I know. Anyway, so ignoring that now.
Okay.
So what's there to say?
Should I get my sexy mic out?
I'll leave it up to you, but you definitely don't need to.
I know.
I'm right now live on Twitch because I want to put this on YouTube. Uh,
Ooh. Okay.
so yeah. You don't have to watch the stream because it's basically just a still image set example.
Okay.
But I do recommend having your character sheet on hand
Okay.
because every so often I'll ask you to roll something. This dream is going to be somewhat linear, and I realize that it may also be a little short, but
That's
I
fine.
I'll give you plenty of opportunity to venture out, do what you want, say what you want. So
What you say? Sorry.
anyway, yeah. So this welcome to Lottie's first dream, Act 1, called Leprous.
Mm.
Also, let me know if you can hear the ambience.
Oh shit, that's right. Stream. Spoopy movie. Spooky sound. Mm. Sorry.
Can you hear it?
Cat's assassinating me. All right. Yes, I can hear everything quite well.
Fantastic. All right. So, without further ado, let's get into Act 1 of Lottie's dream, Leprous. So, I'm gonna start reading now. Act 1. Family is everything to you. For you, as a young woman, do not have much else. You once had your father, but tragedy took its course. You have the Artois family, but for how long? The curse courses through their veins, degrading them, and degrades you too. The curse, the pox, the illness. The fear in you grows as the question inevitably becomes this: will it take you too? When we seek safety, we seek our houses. It is here in the house you stand, the Artois mansion. It is dark and rumbling. There is a guttural sound emanating from the very walls. The mansion now rebels against you, and you feel a compulsion to run.
All right. Um, Charlotte will kind of initially she'll call out Deirdre, Lord Artois, and then as she feels more and more unsettled, she'll turn around and try to leave. Like, where is she in the house?
So far all you see is just empty hallways. It's dark, and you don't really know where to go, but you want to get out of here. You're seeking the front door or your family.
Okay, so I know I'm in the house, but I don't recognize where in the house that I am, or it's a
Correct.
part of the house I don't recognize. Either way, okay. All right. Is there any doorways nearby?
Perception check.
Yeah, that's a 5.
As far as you know, no. There are
All
no
right,
doorways, just hallways.
I will move towards wherever I see light. Like,
Okay. With that, so far you see ruined china, smashed furniture, scratched paintings. You dash through these dark, dingy halls, running, panting, unable to catch your breath. You hear the loud clattering like things falling and crashing, but you don't see anything yet. Where's the exit? You keep wondering. You have been running for what feels like an eternity, and your heart feels it's about to explode.
I will try to catch my breath and call out for Deirdre.
No response yet.
I'll rattle through some other names, guards that I know. Is anyone here? What is going on? Something is very wrong. And let's see, what else will I do? You said I ran past some paintings. Do I recognize any of those?
Perception check again.
I'm not perceptive, Javi. It's a 10.
You know that they are of Artois lineage, but their faces are all scratched out.
All right. Do I feel like there is something behind me, like a
As far as you
person?
know, you think there is some presence behind you.
I will reach for my gun or my rapier, whatever I have on me.
You have your musket. You have everything you did not earn in actual sessions, so
Okay.
everything you started with. So
All
you
right.
reach for your musket, and what do you do?
I aim it down the hallway and kind of look to see if there's anybody following me.
You don't see anything, just more darkness. But something does alarm you to your side.
Okay. I will turn and point that way and say, "Who goes there?"
A door you don't recognize opens and slams again, and opens and slams again.
I'll stick my boot out and stop it.
You stop it with your shoe, and it does stop, but it kind of hurts your foot.
She'll I can't think of how she would swear, but she will swear.
Yeah.
I'll be like, "Sacre bleu." I
Okay.
don't, I don't know.
So the door stops, and sharp objects begin to fly towards you.
I guess I'll hit the dirt then.
Dexterity check.
15.
You manage to hit the deck, and every bit of sharp object flies past you and miss you.
Um, I will look at the wall wherever. I assume it landed in the wall behind me.
Sure, yeah.
But I'll kind of whip around and look at it, try to see what it is. Is it knives? Is it glass?
It's knives, it's forks, it's kitchen cutlery,
So
it's...
is the.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's it.
So do I get the impression that the room that I'm trying to enter is. Is it a kitchen? Is it a dining hall?
You don't know where exactly you are in the house, just that you want to be at the front desk or find your family.
Well,
Right now, all
that's
you
what I was
see.
trying to say.
Right,
Is like she's trying to orient herself, I guess.
well, the those things came from behind you, so you would think to keep moving forward or through one of the rooms.
Okay. There are other rooms that I see.
You did manage to stop a door so you can get inside here, yes.
All right, so I'll go in there because that's the first thing I've seen so far.
Okay. So you go inside.
Mm-hmm. And I'll have my musket raised. Who's in here? Declare yourself. You are not welcome here.
You hear a loud voice from outside this room. You hear, "Get back here."
Do I recognize the voice?
No.
Hmm. I will slam. Okay, so it's outside in the hallway, it sounds like.
Yes.
All right, I'll slam the door then
Uh-huh.
and bar myself in the room with whatever I can find, if there's anything like a chair or something available.
There is a chair and you can bar it with the door, yes. And on the opposite side, there is another door.
All right, I'll go through that. Is there a torch or lamp or anything in what does this room look like?
Just by what you see, you think it's the remainder of a bedroom.
With a bunch of knives and forks in here, apparently. Somebody forgot to tidy up, I guess. All right. Do I recognize the bedroom? Is it anybody in particulars or just a spare?
It seems just like a guest bedroom, but most notably, if you look up, there is a viscous ooze coming from above the ceiling.
What the fuck is it? It's disgusting. And she's going to go through the next door just to get away from it.
You open the door. It's a bit hard to turn because it is also oily.
Ah, she shakes it off and she's like, what is this vile liquid? It's oil? Gross. Ah. Just kind of like just smears it on her pants and tries to get on through.
The the other door does open as you wipe your hand, and it's another long hallway.
Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
The door you barred last time now shatters.
She'll whirl around and aim her musket in that direction.
Nobody's there.
All right. She'll slam the door behind her and then keep running.
Okay. So you have a genuine sense that you found yourself in a mansion of pure evil, and whatever is behind you is targeting you specifically,
Okay. And it yelled at me.
and whatever it was that yelled at you. You run on and on through this other hallway as chandeliers try to fall on top of you and wardrobes try to block your area. And then by miracle you find another door with some light emanating from the door frame.
All right. I will attempt to peer through a keyhole or something. See what's inside.
It is It is a blinding white light. You cannot see through it. But behind you, a whole lot of wardrobes seem to be flipping over on themselves to try to get to you. You'll have to
I
ask
will
fast.
I will fire at the wardrobes to see if that I will shoot at the wardrobes cuz to see if that helps.
Um, it slows them down a bit, but not by much.
All right, I will try to open the door then.
You open the door. Do you enter?
Do I see anything in there?
You think so?
Maybe it's outside. I think she will think it's the outside and she'll run out.
Okay, do you close the door again behind you?
If she still hears furniture chasing her, she will.
Yep. So you close the door behind you and you are baked in the rays of sunlight as you hear a thud breaking against the door until it stops.
What the hell was that about?
You take deep breaths. In, out, in, and out. And then you
Anita.
hear a woman's voice. What is the matter, Miss Charlotte?
Who? Who is there?
You turn your head and see a young woman in a fine white dress. The woman is Deirdre, sitting on a windowsill. Getting some
Dear,
more of your exercise?
uh, you could say that. Dear, so are we still in a room then?
You are in Deirdre's bedroom.
All right. She'll run over to Deirdre and grab her hand and she'll say, "We need to get out of here. There's something very wrong with this place." And she's going to start kind of trying the window, see if she can open it, see how far down it is, if they're in an upper floor.
You look through the door, or not the door, the window, and you do see that you are on the second floor. If you wish to get out, you will have to try the window or back the way you came.
Do I still hear anything going on out in the back hallway?
No, you don't actually.
Um, she'll turn back to Deirdre and be like, are you well? Do you think, you could hold on if I lowered you out the window?
Why on earth would you need to do something like that?
There's, there's something in the hallways. It was chasing me. I called for you and I called for your parents, and there's not a servant or a guard in sight. I,
Oh, well, my apologies. I did not hear anything.
no, nothing at all.
Mm-mm.
All right. I guess Charlotte will go back over and peer through the door she came through and see if there's anything out there still.
Deirdre follows you, and behind you she watches too. Seems like everything is fine now. In fact,
I'll
it's like anything that did happen was undone.
I'll open the door slowly.
Charlotte, what did you see?
I'm I'm not sure. There was knives and darkness and it it was real. I swear that it was. I Something is playing tricks with me, and I do not like it.
Deirdre grabs your shoulders and holds you a bit tight. You are safe now, Charlotte. Nothing is wrong. She embraces you tightly as you look on at the house with confusion and fear.
Does Deirdre seem well? Like
Uh,
healthy?
Medicine or investigation?
Hmm. Him the three, so four total.
So you got a nat 1,
N- no, I have a +1 to medicine.
so you got a 4 in total.
Yeah, four in total. Sorry.
Okay. She seems perfectly healthy.
Does I feel like that would seem odd to Charlotte. Like it's been a while since she's seen Deirdre healthy. It's been paramount in her mind for a while.
Do you say anything to her?
Charlotte, are you did and she'll kind of look around the room for any signs of like medicine or bandages or any of the other things that she's usually used to seeing in her room. Are you are you quite well? Should you
Well,
should probably be resting.
I'm mostly fine as I've ever been, dear. I mean, as much as us can be.
Right. But last does can Charlotte remember the last time she saw, or is she kind of in a dream fog?
You don't really remember the last time you saw her. You think, as far as you know, you've never really left her side.
Right. Treatments must be working, right?
What treatment?
That what?
What treatment? What do you mean?
Uh, I don't remember. Weren't you? She'll kind of wander over to the bedside, taking some sort of medicine.
Hmm. Deirdre seems like she's trying to remember herself. I mean, I've been getting plenty of rest, but that is all. But I'm more worried about you, Charlotte. What did you see? I saw or heard nothing.
I think I've just been cooped up too much all day today. Let's why don't we go outside? Um, to the gardens like we used to, or down by the lake where the ducks are. You know, maybe that will help clear my head.
Deirdre shakes her head. Yes, that seemed like a good idea.
All right. Um,
So you both walk through the house, and it seems unreal. You know with certainty that it was dangerous a second ago.
yeah, she'll be looking for like where the knives were in the wall and different stuff like that.
You see nothing.
Does she even see possibly um marks in the wall where she would have shot her gun?
Investigation check.
13.
You see a little bit of an imprint in the wall, yes, but you don't see the bullet.
That's odd.
What is?
Uh, nothing, Deirdre. Just a mark on the wall here. I'm sure it's nothing.
Hmm. You worry me, Lottie.
I'm supposed to be watching after you, not the other way around. Don't worry about me.
Was so far I've been the one that's been okay. You've been the one who's grasping at straws, looking at walls like whatever.
Like I said, I've just been in cooped up too long. I'll be better once we get outside, I'm sure. Forgive me for worrying you.
She offers her hand to you.
She will take it.
Okay. You both walk outside. The sun shines on both your faces, and the hedges are trimmed to the models of human beings. There is a miss of elegance to Deirdre. You've always understood her to be beautiful, but this time, within the light of the sky, it's especially noticeable. She asks you something. Did you eat much sugar before bed, Charlotte?
She'll kind of be startled out of her reverie by that kind of question. She says, "No, I have not been into the pastoys in the weeks. I've
Hmm.
been sticking very strictly to my regiment. I'll have you know.
I believe you. This time.
If I have too much sugar, it makes my shot unsteady. At least that's what they told me. They could just be trying to keep me out of the kitchen."
Well, I must say you look lovely, she says to you.
As as do you, as always. Where do you want to go?
Hmm. I want to try out the large maze, the garden maze.
Oh, we haven't played in there since we were children.
Exactly. My hopes is to give you a sense of nostalgia.
Do you remember when you got lost in there?
Do you remember when you used to fall on your face?
I'll take that as a yes.
I
I don't know
remember the
what.
other half more.
I remember you got lost, and Papa sent all his guards. Your father sent all his guards. Sorry, I got confused.
It's okay.
The Lord sent all his guards in there, including my father, to go and find you. But by the time they got there, you had found your way out,
Hmm.
and were playing by the lake like nothing had happened.
She giggles to herself. Would you like to know a secret?
Yes. And she'll lean in.
I was never lost. I was just watching everyone try to look for me. It was hilarious.
Oh, you were. Those were crocodile tears? Shame on you. And she'll kind of playfully shove her.
Guilty.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Check out the maze. The maze. Let's see. Let's see if it is challenging as it was when we were little.
You both walk through a large garden maze. The hedges are tall and they obstruct sunlight a bit. And you feel as if a sense of home, at least when you're around her. Uh, Deirdre offers you a game of tag. Do you take it?
Um, she'll hesitate a bit because there's still this kind of nagging feeling in the back of her head that, she needs to be resting. She shouldn't be running. That Deirdre is in some kind of danger, and she'll
Mm-hmm.
kind of look at her a second and squint. Then she'll look back at the house, looking for something to be wrong.
The house simply just sits there. All its windows appear open, and you see no activity inside.
And I'll look around. Are there any guards or gardeners or anybody else around that normally would be?
Perception check.
That's a 7.
There is no gardeners or guards anywhere.
Well, is everyone Deirdre?
You mean our typical protection?
I'm sorry, what did she say?
You mean our typical protection?
Uh, I suppose so. I mean, I'm supposed to be protecting you, but at any rate, yeah. Yes, it just seems very quiet.
Mm-hmm. Well, did my father ever tell you? Did he ever tell you that we were staying here for a few months to see a doctor?
Oh, maybe.
He was supposed to. I might have to go yell at him about it.
So is this not the main? I'm confused.
Your main house.
Yeah, this is not their primary residence.
Let me explain in character. Well, before I shove you to the ground again, let me tell you something. So, when you said something about medicine, I was a bit shocked because we were supposed to come here to meet a doctor, and I was advised to not take or do much of anything until he arrived. We came here because the family owned this house, and this is the closest house we own to where he lives.
Oh, I suppose I forgot about that. Is this something that actually happened?
You don't know.
All right. Oh, but it's plausible enough. Right. To about the problems, the family problems. Yes.
Hmm.
Uh, Charlotte, I'm still trying to put things together. But all right, this is your. We played in this maze as children, though,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But we've only been here a few months.
Correct.
Lottie's feeling like something's not adding up. Um. Oh, wait. So where are the others?
Maybe we can find them on their way. And
It's a
then
hedge mage.
and then she starts to run away.
Okay. Um. I guess that means I'm it. She'll turn and count for a few seconds to give Deirdre time to run, and, and then she'll take off down into the maze.
Okay. You begin counting. After a couple seconds, you stop counting and you move your head. You look around for footprints. Give me a choice. Your choice of investigation or survival to see if she left any footprints.
Mm, they're both the same. 19.
Oh, that's amazing. By the way, Katie's watching the stream and she says hi to you.
Hi, Katie!
Katya too.
Hi, Katya!
Hi. Um, so you do manage to see her footprints. In fact, she was wearing heels, and they are very noticeable. So
I was like, why did the scary music start?
that was my mistake.
Okay.
Not yet. So
All right.
you
So,
follow
yeah,
the heel prints?
I'll follow the footprints.
Okay. Uh, as you move through the dense maze, you think, wow, Deirdre runs very fast for a woman in heels.
And who's supposed to be sick or something?
And supposed to be sick. Uh, you listen now for sounds of her laughter, and you can hear it sporadically. If you try, you can perhaps get a good look or listen in on where she might be, if you can track her involuntary laughter.
All right. I will listen in for the laughter. I'll go to like where there's a crossroads, like, and then I'll listen to figure out which way I need to go.
Okay. So you zigzag through the hedge maze a bit, and you do manage to find a crossroads, but now something weird happens. The footprints splinter off in opposite directions of each other.
That's I'll say sorry. Are they her exact um does it look like her footprints or does it look like there's somebody else in the maze with us?
It
Or
both
maybe even I've backtracked and found mine again.
it both look like her prints, but they splinter off. In fact, it's as if her right foot went right and her left foot went left.
What the fuck? You better not be cheating, Deirdre. What did she do? Did she hop on one foot? I'll pick a direction and follow it. If
Left
you're
or right?
cheating, I'll call Artemis on you.
Left or right?
Left.
So you go down the left path.
Yes.
Intermittently, you call out to her, and there is no response. Only the dead silence of the maze and the reduced light in the area. You start to feel as if you've become lost, as Deirdre has disappeared from you.
Do I find any footprints anywhere still?
You keep following the footprints, and you follow them in a zigzag pattern until it hits a dead end. And then you hear a very disturbing sound. You start to hear a sort of cackling.
Charlotte will be like, Deirdre? And she will slowly reach for, I think, her rapier this time, since it's.
Yeah.
She wants to be sure she hits whatever it is she's after.
So the sound permeates throughout all the hedges. You hear intermittently.
Charlotte will kind of curse because she's like, I should not have let Deirdre out of my sight. There is something here.
You walk along a bit, and the sound increasingly gets louder. What do you do?
I'm debating. On the one hand, I feel like she would be more worried about finding Deirdre than seeing what that is, but on the other hand, she might think that that thing has Deirdre. Whatever is making that noise.
So you progress on, and you do manage to find another set of Deirdre's footprints. But once again, they splinter off. Where do you go?
Somebody is playing a trick on me, and I do not think it is Deirdre. Um, I think she'll.
Your mic cut, what'd you say? Blue?
why it's not showing.
There, now I heard you.
That was weird. Okay. Because my mic was still lighting up. I don't know why it was.
I don't know either.
Okay. I think at this point, all right, she will try to call her owl because she's like, I need to cheat and find Deirdre and get the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll put her thumb and her finger to her mouth and make a whistle and cast
Shape
whatever magic
of
she
an
needs.
L on her forehead. Okay, so I guess you blow a whistle,
Yeah.
and you summon Artemis. He flies down to your shoulder and awaits your command.
Optimus, we need to find Deirdre and whatever this is in this space. Um, Fly up and look around for me, please.
The owl hoots and flies up.
All right, she'll watch it. Can we take like a 1 minute intermission? I need to do something. I need to use the restroom. I'm sorry.
Okay, give me a second. Two.
Okay.
Well, anyway, hi, Katya and Katie. Hmm. While Blue may or may not know this, but I've gone a little bit off script for what I've written, but it's okay. It's all for the sake of fun. So I just need to think of what to do next for Artemis. Because every single time I forget she has this freaking owl. I hope you all are having fun though. Oh, the owl flies up ahead and looks for Deirdre. What does it see? What does it see? Hmm. Interesting question. I don't know how to answer it because, uh, like I said, I went a bit off script. I know how to bring it back together, but it also feels a little bit short. So we will have to see. And also, I don't know if Charlotte's listening as she's peeing. What did I write down? Wow, Blue really did have to pee. Hmm.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Alrighty, good job peeing. Okay, so you sent up Artemis the Owl up into the air to look for Deirdre, yeah?
Yes.
Um, so through the owl's eyes, you see quite a few things. You see the house, you see yourself, and you see the perimeter of the hedge mage. And through the eyes of the owl, you see a glint of white, which you think is Deirdre. You swoop down to confirm it, and you think it is. It seems like she is right behind your original self.
She's right. So, okay. So when the owl looks back at me, I
Yes.
see Deirdre behind me.
Yes.
All right. I will, as soon as I see that, um, I will, I don't know what you'd call it, transfer my vision back to myself. The owl will still be there, but
Mm-hmm.
I will not be looking through its eyes anymore. And as soon as I'm back to me,
Mm-hmm.
I will turn to face Deirdre.
You turn around and Deirdre is not there, but at the floor you see a book.
What? I could have sworn that I saw. I'll reach to pick up the book.
Uh, you open the book, and there's an air of not mysticism, but mystery. It's a little brown journal, and in
Does it
it,
have?
sorry, what?
Sorry. I said, does it have a name written on it anywhere, or?
Uh, on the back, you think it does. If you give me a perception check, you can try to see what it says.
Ah, nat 20.
Nat 20. Jeez.
21 total.
Okay. So you open it. Actually, no. You look on the back, and on the back of the cupboard, or board, I mean, wow, uh, is the letter D.
Oh no, she got the D. Anyway, um, I think she'll assume it's Deirdre's and 100% will, without any kind of trepidation, start looking through it.
You flip through some of the pages. Uh, this in very fine, elegant font. You read the words. In the psychology of the civilized human being, it's important to understand the significance of the house. Since as early as the eras of when man was introduced to fire by the great god Prometheus, or when elven cultures introduced arcane sciences to early tribes of men, mankind has defined themselves by the structures and buildings they built for themselves. Structures for worship, buildings for socializing, and even buildings for the commemoration of the dead. Of all the structures mankind has invented for itself, there is little doubt that the house is that which mankind relies upon most completely for its continued survival. A possible theory for this tremendous sympathy humans share for their homes is that human beings, whether actively or subconsciously, choose to see their homes as extensions of themselves.
Well, I don't think Deirdre wrote this. And she'll kind of keep looking around, looking through there, trying to figure out who wrote this and why they left it.
You flip through the pages again. There is two things you see. You see Vol 1, and at the bottom, the letter V.
That's odd. What is the title of this book? Is it a draft? Is it some sort of history?
You are alarmed by the loud hooting of your owl above you.
She'll drop the book and look around.
You hear another voice, and it sounds more cackling.
Intruder, I warn you now. Show yourself, or I will be required to employ great violence. It sounded ridiculous, but
It continues cackling at you.
this is the estate of the Artois. I work for them. Who are you, and what is your business here? She'll pull out her musket and start looking around.
Louder cackling, and you are getting very frustrated.
She'll say, Artemis, where are they? She will not, use his eyes, but requesting Artemis to see if he can find it. And there are stats for Artemis if you want to use that, or you can do whatever.
You choose how to do Artemis, whatever. Just tell me what you do.
Alright, Artemis will go start circling around. Or if he already sees it, he'll fly over in the direction of whatever he sees that's danger.
He flies around. He circles overhead. And
directly above me?
Directly above you.
She'll turn around behind her, thinking somebody's behind her.
Loud cackling more.
Artemis, I don't understand. Where are they?
Artemis now flies really high overhead and swoops down. It seems like he's making a beeline towards you.
She'll think he's trying to land and put her arm up.
Artemis is shooting down at missile speed.
Artemis, what are you doing? She'll look beneath her, I suppose, because that's the only other thing she can figure.
Artemis comes increasingly faster down and is not trying to slow his speed.
I think she'll just assume that he's diving something, but she can't find where it is, so she's going to keep looking around on the ground.
Artemis seems like he's about to dive onto you.
Artemis, what are you doing?
He caws loudly. What do you do?
I don't think she would attack Artemis. She might dismiss him.
Okay. As you are about to do that, Artemis ambushes you and comes very quickly down on you. Give me
Okay.
a dexterity saving throw.
You. That's a 7.
Artemis, with the full force of his body, hits you directly in the face and you fall down before
Herb.
being banished.
What the fuck? Like, did he hit me in the face or something? Or.
Yeah, you basically got headbutt by an owl.
Oh, okay. Am I injured?
You fall to the floor. You rub you try rubbing your eyes and you're in pain, but then you hear a voice call out, "Charlotte!"
Do I
She
recognize the voice?
Yes, you do. It is the sound of Deirdre as she approaches you. Are you
What?
alright?
Where, where were you? I thought there's someone else in the maze, I think.
What?
And Artemis was acting weird.
Weird how? What happened? Who did you see?
I heard surely you heard it as well. And then I found this book, and I'll go to get the book.
Uh, you show her the book. You show her the
Have,
book, but
is this yours?
this isn't my handwriting.
I didn't think it was, but what is it doing out in the middle of the maze?
I don't know, but who did you see in here? What
I
did you hear?
haven't seen them. I heard them, and they were laughing, and I demanded they come out. And Altimus cried out that there was danger, but when I asked him where it was, he started acting weird, and he just dove at me.
Are you hurt?
No, he's just a little owl. He couldn't do me much harm.
It's strange that he would attack you.
I don't even know that it was so much an attack, but I'm not sure what's going on here. Um,
She offers
well,
her hand to pick you up.
I would really like to speak with some of the other guards. Maybe, uh, and I don't have a name for any of these people, but whoever the head of
Yeah.
the guards is, or
Um,
perhaps to see if they've seen anything suspicious today.
dear, there are no guards here, but I can take you to, mother or father.
Why are there no guards?
We'll have to ask them. I'm not too sure.
They, what about the servants, the gardeners, and the
Nobody is
ev
here except for us. We weren't meant to stay here for long.
no? Well, even then, you'd bring, the head housekeeper or the butler or somebody. They all stayed behind.
Everyone stayed behind you.
Doesn't make any sense.
So you are lifted up by Charlotte. I mean, you're Charlotte, by Deirdre. And you both you both stumble out of the maze as she leads you out, and you see the full vastness of the house. And with every window open, it kind of feels like the house itself is staring at you.
side eye. No. um, Perhaps, yes, we should go find the Lord Trois. It doesn't make any sense that we came all this way without anyone, any of the staff.
Let's take you to father now.
All
You
right.
you with her open the doors and you see a very large house inside. And that is where we will end it for now.
Okay. It's
Oh,
spooky.
okay. So, yeah, that is Act 1 of Leprous.
Okay.
I went very off script, so I was a bit lost to do a little bit.
Well, whenever I summon my freaking familiar, it throws you for a loop.
It honestly does.
I
But
can do magic, Javi. I got a few wizard spells. Not many, but a little bit.
I know. Actually, what I did right did involve you using magic, but it did not involve Artemis.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah. But I kind of combined elements from future acts into this one to make it more interesting. But I think
Okay.
that'll serve it because it will lead up to future things better.
Okay.
So I'm pretty happy with how we did it, even though I went almost majorly off script, especially during the hedge scene.
Well, with dreams, you gotta have like a little more freedom, I feel like,
Yeah.
to kind of do whatever.
All right. Well, how did you feel about it?
I enjoyed it. It was fun. I think I went through about 14 different accents there with Lottie, but it was fine. I think I
I
was Italian at one point. That's not what I meant to do, but and then I sounded
I
like
also tried to be
Inspector
French.
Clouseau.
I also tried to be French a little bit, but it was, eh.
But yeah, and I was like, man, am I that hard to understand when I'm doing the accent? I feel really bad if that's the case. and, and I think it probably is, so I probably need to soften it a little bit. And then maybe I won't go into Italian and German and whatever else accent fantasy world accent I'm trying to do.
But yeah, that's Act 1, and I think tomorrow I'll be doing Reginald's.
Okay. Will that be everybody? Or
We
are
need
we who else?
Lottie after Reginald. Oh, you're Lottie. Oh my God, Kieran, Loxie.
Okay. There you go.
Hmm. Yeah. So after Reginald, we need Loxie, and then we'll be done with all number ones.
Do do do. All right. Well, thank you, Javi. It was fun.
All right. And with that, that was everything.
Oh, I
And now, uh, I'll be on later tonight if you wanna. Well, actually, maybe I won't because I need to do stuff with Kristen. So just have a good day then, and I'll see you next time.
okie doke.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh my God. But yeah.